Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. We are having another snow day here on the East Coast of the fabulous United States of I don't know what. But today we're going to take a look at Sussex.com. Apparently there's a new rebrand, and we are now having your travel on that website bounced back and forth to a whole bunch of different places, all the while collecting information. Curious timing on this, curious usage of different sigils and ciphers, and wondering if this is a response to the meeting that he had with the king, or if this was something that was planned all along. Be right back. Welcome back. I'm Annabelle, tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the newest rebrand for Team Sussex. So a lot of chatter on this. There's a lot of conversation on the Tube of the U's and other platforms like X. So there is a debate whether this was something that was planned, if this is a continuation of the half in, half out that they proposed to Her Late Majesty the Queen. I have questions. I'm sure you have questions, and I'm sure you want to see what my crazy cards say. So I hope you're all having a great day. Want to remind you again, Thursday this week, I'm going to do a collaboration with the fabulous Thor Sandalwood. He's a Vedic astrologer, super cool guy. Don't know what our topic's going to be. We're going to jump on whatever is trending at the moment. So we'll take a look at pop culture or something that's happening. Also on Monday mornings in the Americas and the East Coast, and Monday like mid-morning for my UK friends, Rick, Paul, and I are going to be doing a collab for the next few weeks. We're going to do like a little series on how to elevate yourself spiritually. So cool things are afoot. And thank you everybody for the response to the Psychic News Universe. You guys definitely like it. We all had a great time doing it. We're looking forward to the next one. Spoke with Rob last night, and Rob said, maybe we ought to do this every 2 weeks. It seems like people are really into it. So we might step it up and not just do it once a month. So, and I really hope it's going to turn into its own channel. I'm really excited about it. So thanks everybody who tuned in for it and who enjoyed it. So let's get back to Harry and Meghan and what they have going on. So, because once I finish this, I'm going to go outside and shovel some snow. So new website launched. It is now Sussex.com. So they've taken the Sussex Royal out of it. Apparently, when you go to the Archwell site, it bangs you over to the Sussex Royal. Meghan's profile is much larger than Harry's. Harry seems to address and put up the endeavors and things that he was involved in when he was an active member of the royal family. Meghan's really promotes her as a feminist and a businesswoman, et cetera, et cetera. So I have questions. This is timed right before Invictus. Is it the prelude to the midterm Invictus excitement? This is the Invictus event that they're going to in Canada, is kind of a mid-season drum up, kind of get some interest and get some people talking about it. So that's one of my questions. Also, they used Meghan's, I'm calling it a sigil. I'm calling it a sigil. You guys can call it a cipher. You can call it branding, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it a sigil. So if you don't know what a sigil is, look it up. Also, I'm curious if this was at the command of the king in the meeting that Harry had with him. I'm wondering if the king said, enough is enough, you've got to split off from that website, or if this was their crafty way of continuing the association with the royal family by rebranding off the royal wording. So let's see. Let's take a look. I'm going to bring up my card view. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope if you are new here, you would consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my little itty bitty fun, super fun channel here. If you are a regular visitor, and I know all of you that are regular visitors are so awesome. You guys have made a lot of dreams come true for me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thanks for keeping my days crazy and busy. So let's see, what was the genesis to the timing on this? We're talking like before the king's visit, like was this part of the business plan to rebrand right now, 2024, month of February? Was this part of the business plan? And if so, why? Why now? Why now? Yes, this is a splitting off from the powers that be. You guys know that follow me. And for my new friends here, the Hierophant, whenever I get that, that is a center of power. So it can be the Kremlin, Parliament, the White House here in the United States. If we're talking about celebrities, it can be Hollywood music. It can be LA or Nashville, anything like that. When we talk about the royal family, this is the royal family. So we're splitting off from the royal family and turning this into something of our own. This is the beginning of cutting off from the royal family and standing alone on their own. This was an engineered process. It has proved to be an arduous ride because it was laced with negativity. So splitting away from the royal family, this was intended. I think there were some things that happened prior to this split. I think possibly Prince Charles, always do that. King Charles' health situation was something that was not anticipated, as was the death of Prince Philip and the hastened death of Her late Majesty the Queen. So I think this was once again going to be something that they cite as we just had bad luck. So let's just pull some cards on that up at the top. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Do you guys think that they have bad luck, or is it just bad timing or bad business plan? Oh, the whole world is against them. The whole world is against them. This is such a mentality. Of I am such and such. I am this thing. I am the cheerleader. I am the bad boy. Whatever you start to buy into for yourself, you wind up becoming. So they really are this, oh, the whole world is against us. I'm going to go on a limb and say that they really did manifest this infamy all on their own by putting that forth as a marketing ploy, and it has now become a reality. Everybody knows I love Dr. Joe Dispenza. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about meditating, getting yourself into a good state, and practicing joy, practicing gratitude, practicing how you're going to feel in the future when all of your dreams come true or when that goal is met. And that actually reprograms your body, your anticipation, your mindset. It reprograms you to get good things. I think that they have done this negative programming. This we see, just misery begats misery. So I think that they have just been birthing misery and winding each other up. I can't say it any other way. They've been winding each other up. So I think this was timed as part of the business plan, but the things that they can't control are the health conditions of the king, the health conditions of the Princess of Wales. These have been throwing monkey wrenches at them and into their plans that were set prior. So, I don't feel bad. This is just something they can always say, let's press pause on this for a few minutes. But they're not, So timing, I think it was planned to do this rebrand. I think their poor little me. Let's take a look at how they feel about the response to the rebrand right now, because there is quite a response to this rebrand. And there's other people from the pro-Sussex camp that are like, good for them. They're doing it without the royal family. Let's see what the response is. Let's look at Meghan's first, okay? Okay. Okay. So positivity bound. She's really trying to be. So I just ordered the book The Secret because I've never read it, and so hopefully I will get it in the next week or so. I ordered a physical copy because I ordered it from thrift books. I love thrift books. I'm addicted right now. You can get books very inexpensively, and they have a rewards program. Um, so she really did think like we're going to stand on our own, and I'm just going to smile and wave. Like this is why she has that what is called the rictus grin. She just walks around and she thinks if she projects that positivity, it's going to bounce right back at her. And that's not really what's happening because there's not a lot of substance behind it. We see that with this page of pentacles in reverse. Trying to balance the behind the scenes personality and the upfront personality are very difficult for her. And it's causing her a great deal of stress. She cannot understand why she is putting that best foot forward and no one is buying it. No one is seeing it. No one is appreciating it. She can't understand that. Um, this one-way door, this is our energy under the surface here. She is going to continue to barrel through. I love this Knight of Swords for her because we did see this when they were active members of the royal family. She would push her way to the front of the line. She would push her way in front of a Prince of the Blood. And she did try and push her way in front of the Prince and Princess of Wales when they were still when the Queen was still alive. We saw that in that event when Meghan was pregnant. They tried to push through in that room, and some equerries had to manage that situation. So she is going to continue to push forward. She thinks that this is the right thing to do. So how does Harry feel in the, oh boy, yeah, Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands. He's just not happy. I wish that I could pull a card and say, I don't want that one. Let me shuffle. Hang on. We're shuffling. I wish that I could say he feels really great about everything that they're doing. I wish that I could say he is fully committed to engagement with her, being a part of the business, throwing it all to the wind and rolling up his sleeves and working real hard. But he doesn't have that skill set. He doesn't know how to do that. He knows how to have a team behind him. And what he fails to realize is how much that team cost when he was part of the royal family. That team was very adept, very expensive, and vast. He had a lot of people that were working toward the promotion of his PR, the promotion of his patronages, the things that he was involved in, the organizations that he was working with. There was a lot of people behind that. He cannot understand why it's not working for them. Hang on, I have to have some coffee. There is Irish cream in this. I just want you guys to know. Snow day, like I said, after this, I'm going to go out. I'm going to shovel some snow and have some nice Irish cream in my belly, warming me up. So along with the coffee, it's not just Irish cream. So I love snow days. I don't know if you guys can tell. I love snow days. So he's not happy with the response right now. And he wants to get out there and work toward a better promotion of this. So he's ready to get to Canada for Invictus, Invictus midterm. I don't know what we call it. He's ready to get there to make things look better. He's going to get together with those warriors. He's going to make them love him. It's like in the movie French Kiss, which is one of my favorite movies with Meg Ryan and Kevin Kline. She's on the phone when she's in Paris and she calls back to, I think it's Timothy Hutton was her fiance. And she says to his mother, I'm going to make him love me in front of the triumph, the Arc de Triomphe. And she goes, I will triumph in front of his very, very cute scene, very sad scene because her fiance was running off with someone else. But this is the mentality of him. I'm going to get together with these lads and ladies that have fought valiantly. I'm the same as them. He's not the same as them. As much as he wants to be, he is not the same as them. He did try, and we saw this in Spare when he went to Australia, when he came to America. He's like trying to, assimilate. In the book, he said when he went to Australia to be a jackaroo, he adopted the accent of one of the guys that he was with. He just started to change. I mean, you do pick up the vernacular, but you don't necessarily change your accent after a while. I mean, I know when I moved to California, I the only thing that came away was I stopped saying orange and started saying, or stopped saying orange and started saying orange. Orange is the West Coast. Orange is the East Coast. And when I would say orange, people would go, "Oh, where are you from?" And so I adapted and I started to say orange like they did. But or vice versa. I'm not sure. I say it both ways now, but nonetheless. So he really tries to assimilate into this culture. And, he just has a bit of experience in it and he just wants to assimilate into it. And he thinks he says all the right keywords and he's going to be a part of it and he's going to be accepted. But that's not necessarily how it works. I don't think that this is going to work very well. I think he really feels rudderless with this 10 of Cups in reverse. He's very rudderless. He doesn't have a home base to kind of be a part of and to sink into. And he's going to find conflicting problems because of this. Again, this Four of Cups or Four of Pentacles shows that we're very rudderless. We don't know where to go. We don't know where to go. Here, this is going to be difficulty. So I don't know if this difficulty is going to be coming from the royal family, if we're going to be getting some chatter from them. I think there's going to be, hey, you can't do this. You can't, there's Prince William. William showed up. So I think they're going to say, you can't do this. You can't move forward with the presentation of royalty. We're going to look at the construction of this website, the colors and how it looks in a minute. But I think we're firing off some messages that, hey, you still look like you're part of the royal family. Back off, bugger. I think we're going to get that. Under the surface, this is regret. For Harry, this card does not become charity anymore. It is officially regret. We regret not being a part of the royal family. I'm using the royal we. I don't know if Meghan does. So this is absolutely Harry regretting not being a part of this. So let's take a look at the actual website real quick. This isn't on my list of questions. So professional with my list of questions. So was the website purposely designed to look like a royal website? We're going to move that. Pink quartz. Was it purposely designed by them to look like a royal website? I try not to curse my channel, but I'm going to say it. This was a fuck 'em where they eat kind of situation. This was absolutely, I'm not going to say it again, but this was, they don't own the word royal. This was that kind of feeling. We are going to brand ourselves similarly. They can't take the branding away from us. The colors, the layout, the fonts are not copyrighted. We're going to use it. And we don't care if they see through all of this ish. After dropping an F-bomb, I'm going to say ish. They don't care if we see through all this ish. We're going to stick it to them. This card is usually like a victimization card. The Three of Swords is usually something that happens to us where our heart is broken, we're crushed. With this Queen of Wands, this is really crushing the other side, the opposition, we're going to say. And we're going to stampede forward with force and longevity. This is just the beginning. Unfortunately, when we get to tens, this is tens. We're closing up, leveling up, moving on to the next project. This is the beginning of it all. If we ever see a set of cards that are setting up a royal court in the United States, we're looking at it right now. This is an uphill climb. This is the attempt to become royal by conquering another. That is what we're looking at. So let's talk about that sigil I said sigil. Let's talk about the sigil. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Tell me if it's snowing at your house. Because when I launch this, I am going to be out shoveling snow. Yay! I love to shovel snow. I know it's like a weird thing, but I love to shovel snow. I think it's the most fun ever. I know it sounds crazy. No one likes to shovel snow except for me. So the sigil, I said sigil, on the website is Meghan's, not Harry's. It's the one that was granted to her by Her Late Majesty the Queen. And I found that very curious. What was the reasoning for that? And more specifically, is it because they are branching off from Harry's branch of the royal family tree? Oof. Knight of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups upright. Seven of Swords in reverse. The Tower card. Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they were called out on their ish. I think they were told to separate, in the words of Monty Python, splitters. They were told, you guys left. You need to set up your own gig on your own time. Stop using Harry's association with the royal family. I think they are being crafty and saying we're never told that we couldn't use Meghan's association with the royal family, and she has her own sigil. I said it again. She has her own gravitas as being part of the royal family, a pauper to princess to pauper, in that order. So I think this was absolutely their attempt to set up a new branch of pseudo royalty here in the United States. It is bald-faced. It is bold. It is out there. This is something that they were told to do because the nonsense is uncovered. So this was foisted upon them. I think that King Charles told them, now is the time. You need to split. You need to not be a part of this. See, time is up. Did King Charles say time is up? Yes. Yes. That is a yes. So he said, you have accomplished what you wanted to. Time is up. We're done with the nonsense. Clearly, you are difficult and you are not making things easy in our family. We have too many things that we need to handle at this point. So this is us battling against you. We move together as a unified force, and we are out of patience. We are tired of trying to work with you, and we are splitting. So, oof. The reason for the split is because of the things that you said, likely because of the book that Harry wrote. Just saying. So I do think that this is in response to what was said. I think there is a calculated response to the things that King Charles said. I think we were leading up to it. I have predicted that in the spring, the titles are going to be removed. I think they're really going to divorce themselves from the Sussexes. I think that is going to be our next move. So what is the royal family's response to this crazy rebrand? What is their response to this? Those of you that follow me, this is my ish in one hand, wish in the other one. So the royal family, they do think that this kind of doused her, that their intention is to move on from this. They think that this is a move in the right direction, a separation. So if we were a couple that was divorcing, this would be one of the spouses finally moved out and gave their keys back, and they have all of their crap out of the house. And we can start to rearrange the furniture and do as we will. There's still things to hammer out. The divorce is still not final. We're still going to have to go to court. We're still going to have to bicker over certain ins and outs. But for the most part, the pressure of having the enemy at home is no longer there. So I think they are troubled by the imagery on the website, and they are going to address that. But I don't think it's going to be a full battle royale. I do think that they're all poised for continued arguments. And I think that their teams, the British royal family, their teams have plenty of ammunition at the ready because they know that this isn't going to end anytime soon. They know this is like an extended dance remix with these two. But they are healing from all the drama. They are really healing from it. We had in the last spread the Queen of Wands upright and the Three of Swords in the reverse. They had both of these were in the upright on the last reading. They're both in reverse here. So the power is waning. The power of this is waning. We're not getting through it just yet. We're kind of stopped before we can fully divorce ourselves from them. But the power of this one is waning. So what is their intention moving forward, the British royal family, toward them? The arguments are going to be limited. We're not going to see it out front. It's not going to be arguments that we see. Everything's going to be done behind closed doors because they do want to shut things down. So how does Team Sussex respond? They continue to boo-hoo in their crybaby soup and let us know, they're finally free, but they're still crybabying or their crybaby soup. So one of the things that Rick Paul and I did on Mondays, we talked about breaking away from toxic relationships. You can see the video. It is in my videos in the link, and not in the link, in my on my YouTube page. You just go to the lives. You'll find it in there with Rick Paul. But we talked about breaking away from toxic relationships that maybe are already over and you just can't get over it, that kind of a thing. And we looked at William and Harry as an example, as a celebrity example or royal example. And this is, we're free, we're good. But like, we're really sad. It's really sad that like, they just don't want to resolve with us. They're just now it's going to be the storyline that we're going to hear is we're pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. Like, we've been cast out, we've been exiled, and now we're going to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. It's I just really so tiresome. It really is. So, all right, let's clean these up. Enough of these two. I am so thoroughly sick of these two. I can't even tell you. I can't. They're difficult to read on these days. I get aggravated and very annoyed. So will they be entirely cut off financially come spring? We're almost in spring. Our groundhog here in the United States said we were going to have an early spring. Not so much with 6 to 8 inches of snow on the ground right now. It was 60 degrees 2 days ago. Yeah. Lady C, God bless her. I love her so much. Lady C's keep saying that we're going to get a big surprise in the spring. And I think that big surprise is going to be, we're done. We're not doing this anymore. We're going to pull your funds. I don't see any money here, but I do see clout. I see reputation. That Queen of Wands is in reverse. That is going to be the main focus. I think they are going to go specifically for the destruction of Meghan's reputation in personality, public personality. So I do think they're going to go after her, not so much Harry. We're seeing her here under the surface. We have the mother card, so maybe there's going to be something in respect to that. But up here, we're really trying to unplug the power for her. So if that is taking away funding, it looks like it's taking away clout more than funding. With the titles, I do think that they get monies taken away. I know there's still that money that Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, has tucked away. Harry's trust fund or funds from his mother, the remainder of it, he's not getting it until he's 45. But it looks like we are pulling away from her. We're escaping the devil, whose power has been reduced greatly. This Ace of Cups is new beginnings. Chariot, we're stopping her from proceeding. And the Moon, we have things that are going to be revealed. So crazy things are afoot in the future. So there we go. I think I exhausted all of my questions. I think I did. So put that down. It's a long video, huh? We're going to take those cards out of there. So thank you so much for watching this. As always, I'm sure there's going to be more developments about this. We're going to hear more information, more drivel, more brouhaha, more conversation, more screaming and yelling, more people commenting on it. It is the gift that just keeps coming back. It's like that 16-year-old fruitcake. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to go shovel some snow. It's a workout. So please like, share, and subscribe. And be sure to keep an eye out for my collab with Rick Paul and with Thor Sandalwood, two of my favorite people here on the YouTube universe that I live in. And we will have more episodes of the Psychic News universe coming up. We're in talks about maybe doing it a little bit more frequently. So there's been a really great response to it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.